What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down 8 tips to never drop a pass. So we're going to be looking at this clip here from Justin Jefferson, and then another clip from Keenan Allen as well, and breaking down some tips as to how these guys have some of the best hands in the game. So first things first here, guys, we're going to take a look at this. Tip number 1, I should say, is going to be having your hands in a diamond. So anytime that the ball is above, I would say, your belly button, you see how Justin Jefferson doesn't have like a perfect diamond shape. A lot of times wide receiver coaches stress so much on having, okay, your thumb and your index finger need to be connected. And yes, that's a good gauge. And yes, that's a good, starting point. But to be honest with you guys, you just need to make sure that your thumb and your index are up when you secure that pass. It's not always going to be a perfect diamond, but when that ball is thrown above my waist, I definitely don't want to have my hands flipped where almost my pinkies are connected. If the ball is below your belly button, that's when you'd want to flip your hands, have your pinkies connected, and have that quote-unquote reverse diamond look, okay? Now, that brings me to tip number 2. You got to make sure that you are catching that ball in the webbing of your hands. So what do I mean by webbing of hands? So let's say, for example, you're a wide receiver, you're catching pass from a quarterback, and every time that ball hits your hands, you hear this loud, slap, right? And that ball is hitting your palms every single time. That's not having soft hands. What you want to do is you want to catch the ball in the webbing of your hand, aka your fingers. You just don't want it to hit your palms first. But you also don't want to catch the ball in your fingertips. If that ball hits your fingertips, that's a great way to jam your finger, and we obviously don't want that. So to recap, we want to stay in that diamond or close to it. Thumb and index as close together as we can where it's comfortable, and keep that ball in your fingers. Now, that brings me to point number 3. Now, tip number 3, you guys, we're going to get to that in a second, but if you are a wide receiver or a quarterback watching this and you would like to train with myself and my staff of coaches this offseason, we're going to be traveling out to 14 more states across the entire U.S. for 2-day-long QB and wide receiver training camps. So, guys, check out that very first link in the description below if you are interested. We're going to be coming out to Orlando, Florida next. That camp is completely sold out. Then we'll be heading out to Phoenix, Arizona, Charlotte, North Carolina, Austin, Texas. We don't have any more remaining spots in those 3 camps either, you guys, so make sure you take advantage of these next camps that we are going to list while we have available spots. Reason why we don't have spots is because we limit spots. We don't let anybody and everybody come to these camps no matter what. We limit spots so each athlete can get coached up individually, fellas. So again, if you're local in Las Vegas, Nevada, we'll be coming there. Seattle, Chicago, Newark, Birmingham, Houston, Boston, Columbus, Boise, and Los Angeles. So guys, want to join, want to sign up for one of our camps? Again, very first link in that description below. We'd absolutely love to have you out to one of our 2-day-long camps. Let's get back to this video. So as we were talking about with Justin Jefferson, tip number 3 is you need to have a strong grip. Anytime that you are focusing on catching that ball in that webbing of your hands, you are catching that in that diamond or the reverse diamond if it's low. You obviously don't want to let this thing hit your palms, and still that requires grip strength. So doing any type of exercise to improve your grip strength or your hand strength will help. Something I recommend wide receivers do is something called fingertip push-ups. That's a normal push-up, but you're on your fingertips, right? Something you could do is hang from a pull-up bar. That will also strengthen your hands and also strengthen your grip. Now, something that helps you guys when you are catching with contact, this is tip number 4 to make sure that you never drop a pass, is being violent to the tuck. So Justin Jefferson, watch when he catches this pass. Where does he put it? As he's getting contact, as he's getting brought to the ground, that ball hits his hands, he rips it violently to the tuck. That is how we secure the pass, especially when we are going over the middle. If you were catching a jump ball, if you were catching a pass where a guy's on your hip or even just trailing behind you, or a guy's coming down to crack you, put that ball violently to the tuck, because when you put it away, even if you take a hit, even if you go to the ground, at least we held onto the ball. So a quick recap of those 4 points, you guys. We obviously got to make sure that we have that diamond. We're catching the ball in the webbing of my hands, not my fingertips, not my palms. We have to work on our grip strength to be able to do that, and then you want to put that thing violently to the tuck. So let's watch this clip again, and then we'll take a look at this clip here from Keenan Allen for our next 4 tips to never drop a pass. Now, this is going to have to do with a bullet pass. I get a lot of questions from you guys who struggle with bullet passes coming over the middle on a slant, a drag, a dig. Quarterback throws this thing with some heat. Now, one of the mistakes that wide receivers will make on a bullet pass is they let it cross their face. This is a great example of a wide receiver not doing that. So whenever that ball has some heat on it, guys, you almost want to think the nose of the football does not go past your nose. The ball doesn't cross your line of vision. You keep the point of the football in front of your nose. You don't catch the back half of the ball and have it be over here, like in this case, almost by this wide receiver's left ear. You want to catch that thing right even with your nose. Take that photo of the ball, if you will, which means the only thing in your line of vision is the football. So don't let the nose of the ball pass your nose. Don't let the football cross your face, and that will help with a bullet pass. Now, another thing, guys, is that whenever you are in traffic, this is tip number 6. You got to make sure that you go up strong. That's really a mindset thing, you guys. A lot of times catching in traffic, catching a jump ball, it's all a mindset. It's my football. It's my ball, and it's not his ball. That's really honestly what it comes down to in certain cases. So when you go up for this ball, you can't go up soft. You can't like kind of be like hesitant to the ball. You can't like reach out for the ball slowly. That ball's coming, and that ball is yours. We got to have a strong, I don't want to say strong grip, but you got to go up strong, or you got to go to the ball strong, which is really at the end of the day all a mindset thing. So now, tip number 7, what I would say is this is a good gauge for like if you were making a diving catch, you have a jump ball and you're about to go to the ground, is that you don't want the football to hit the ground first. So as you see Keenan Allen, as he makes this catch when he is falling to the ground, a lot of times receivers will drop the ball because they just face plant just like this. They catch the ball and they just land, and it's just footballs making contact with the ground first. It pops out, and then it's an incomplete pass. If we are going to the ground, you guys, you want to try to turn the best you can to where your back or your shoulder or your body is hitting the ground rather than the football hitting the ground first. And again, that's will limit our drops, and that will make us a more consistent pass catcher. So make sure that your body is turning. Now, tip number 8, you guys, which is really just icing on the cake, and I think everybody needs to hear this, it comes down to reps, okay? I think a lot of people have these, want some secret hack to be able to catch a football. They want some secret hack to have great hands. There is no hack, you guys. It takes time and it takes reps. It takes a bunch of reps to improve your grip strength. It takes a bunch of reps to improve your hand-eye coordination, and it takes a bunch of reps with an actual football with an actual quarterback to get better. Now, if you don't have a quarterback to throw to you guys, you could do a ton of tennis ball drills. We have a ton on this channel. If you just go to our wide receiver playlist, or if you just go to the YouTube search and just type in first down training catching drills, we have tons of stuff there. Or you can type in solo catching drills if you want to really narrow down the search. We have tons of stuff there that you could do by yourself. But at the end of the day, it's reps. It takes 1,000 reps to break a bad habit. It takes 10,000 reps to master a habit. So those are the reps that you got to get in. You could easily hit 1,000 reps a week if you're putting in the right amount of time. Catching is not a ton of wear and tear on your body, so it is very easy to put in the time and to improve your hands. So those 8 things can help you guys out greatly.